I recently went to Saudi Arabia.
Is there any cutback in Saudi in the business class food? Is there any Saudi woman flying or working for Saudi?
This is my first time sitting in the car with a Saudi lady. Things are changing inside the kingdom. All from Saudi Arabia. Seriously?
There's a 1 minute delay. We look at it where we're planning to bring 100 million tourists to visit the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So you're going to see many changes happening at Saudia.
So Saudi Arabian Airline is always that kind of mysterious airline to the West, and that's why I found it very interesting. I recently went to Saudi Arabia because the country has again opened to the visitor. And let's take a look what's changed inside Saudi during the pandemic.
It's been 2 years since I flew on Saudi.
Yeah.
And this is a new uniform. I have not seen something like this. I've always seen blue uniform.
Yes.
What exactly this is?
It is the butler position, the one who is in charge of first class.
Welcome back to this flight. This is the Saudia 787 Dreamliner. And something different, right? I'm not in business class. I'm not in the premium. I'm actually sitting in the economy, the first row economy. Why? There's only 40 passengers on board, very light.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome on board. My name is Captain Khalid Al Alayan. My co-pilot is Hazem.
Nice to meet you.
And we are flying our 787-9 Dreamliner with Arabic calligraphy on the sides of the aircraft. And we are going from Dubai to Jeddah. Our flying time will be 2 hours and 25 minutes at an altitude of 38,000 feet. Welcome on board.
What's this? Huh?
There is a cleaning wise.
Cleaning kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
اللهم هون علينا سفرنا هذا وطل عنا بعده.
Continue kilo, Ultra 30 left, holding point kilo 16. Saudia 589, transponder 0556, taxi right Zulu, hold Zulu. Saudia 589, wind 3109 north, 30 left, still take off. Take off.
Really beautiful. I'm on the Saudia 787 on my way to Saudi Arabia. I want to discover what's happened and what's changed on Saudi since the pandemic. Came down to the back and checked out a standard seat with yes, it is narrow, but the leg room is actually quite decent. It has a leg rest as well. Can you go pray now?
No, I cannot pray because prayer right now is not allowed due to Corona.
Hi, my name is Rahmi. I'm the chef in Saudi. And today one of our selections in business class, we have a shrimp kapsa with red rices. We have selection of Arabic meze and we have a cheesecake on the sides.
Has there any cutback in Saudi in the business class food?
No, there is no cutback and we just continue the same concept we have been before.
So I'm in the galley here and I want to have a chat with the crew because I really want to find out what happened last year during COVID at Saudi.
Hi, my name is Mariam. I'm from Pakistan and I work for Saudi since 2012. It's been 9 years.
Did you get a salary cut or salary freeze?
Actually, there was no reduction for our salaries. It was really full-fledged for all of us.
Really?
Yeah.
No salary cuts in Saudi?
Actually, no. We were getting our full basic salaries.
So you just flew less?
Yeah, we were just flying less, but the accommodations and the privileges, it was all over there.
Right, you're both from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
The question is why Saudi Airlines only has Saudi men Is there any Saudi woman flying or working for Saudia?
Okay. Now recently Saudi Airlines they start to hiring Saudi women.
For flight attendant position?
Yeah, as a flight attendant position. They finished their classes I think 3 months ago, and they start flying, and they are starting doing their schedule and flying every day. But maybe in this flight you didn't face any one of them.
So there are some already flying?
Yeah, they are
already got the license?
Yeah, they got the license and they are flying and they have a layover and have everything with us.
Thank you. See you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Assalamu. Have a
Bye-bye.
nice evening.
All right, thank you.
Thank
See
you. Bye bye.
Just arrived at a new airport terminal in Jeddah. I remember a year and a half ago I was here, 2019, to make a video when the airport was nearly ready, and now he's already using it.
Welcome back Saudi Arabia, my friend.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Look, how is it? Look.
It's still here. All the fish are still around. The shark is there.
Now
Whoa.
it's become bigger. What?
Oh, the shark here.
Yes.
Whoa. Many. Stingray. Look at that. It's like an airplane, stingray flying.
So as a traveler, I found many advantages using a VPN, and personally I use Surfshark VPN to bypass internet censorship, to find cheaper travel deals, and to secure my data. Many travelers would recognize internet censorship is a huge pain, that when you travel you couldn't connect to your usual social media platform or your email. So I use Surfshark VPN to connect to another country to access all the content I want. And even better, I can use one subscription on VPN to access to many Netflix library. With the help of Surfshark VPN, there are also good opportunity to find cheaper air tickets, cheaper hotel room and rental cars by connect to another country. When I'm traveling, I often use free public Wi-Fi at the airport or in the hotel. And we knew that they're not secure, so I use Surfshark VPN to secure and encrypt my data. Now here's the best deal for my viewer. Get Surfshark VPN at surfshark.com/Sam. Enter promo code SAM. You will get more than 80% discount and 3 extra months for free. This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Good morning from Jeddah. You know, this is history making. This is my first time sitting in the car with a Saudi lady. She's actually driving me.
Everything is gone for better. Now women empowerment is a topic not only in Saudi Arabia but globally. It's a hot topic. So being able to drive is one of those big changes. Being empowered at work, having more ladies in the workplace is a big change. We've been doing great, and I think it's just that we haven't been having the opportunity to be highlighted by the media, how women are actually.
Rim's driving really well, but this is a test now. Reverse parking in the parking lot. Oh, that's 10 out of 10. That's unbelievable, better than me.
Thank you.
Where are we traveling today? London flight. So I wanted to hear that. Welcome on board London flight, Saudia London flight. You see? This is how we mentioned the destination. Inshallah, even Riyadh. Al-Ula. Welcome on board Al-Ula flight. You see?
This is the initial class doing the practical service for regular flight, international or domestic.
So this is a new hire, new cabin crew.
New hire and Saudi female.
Oh, Saudi female. Where is Saudi female? Show me. All from Saudi Arabia. Seriously? Wow.
lucky me today, I got to meet an early batch of all Saudi national female. Soon will be on their way working for the airline Saudia. So Miat, I have this question for you, is that what makes you want to become a cabin crew, work for Saudia?
Taking generosity Saudi hospitality to the world.
That's it?
Yes.
Thank you so much. How long have your training
We
been?
have been trained for 2 months and a half. Inshallah, tomorrow it's our last day on training. We've been learning safety, security, how to deal with emergencies, and service and hospitality.
There's hundreds and thousands of applications. You got selected to work for Saudia as a female cabin crew. How do you feel?
It's surprising and it's challenging for me personally. It's like getting out of my comfort zone. So it's a good opportunity for me to face this challenge.
Were you interested in aviation? Are you really interested in aviation, or you just like to travel?
Certainly both, to be honest. Certainly
Both.
it's a good opportunity to travel the world.
This is a class for upgrade regular flight attendants from none to 5 to 5 training.
What exactly top 5 is?
Top 5, it's a type of flights that we are service we give to passenger as 5 stars. Here we are in the presentation room. We are making a practice for the cabin crew to be familiar with all the equipment for the serve the passenger. This is the first step of the scenario. We do it here in the real actual galley. Here we have the coffee maker. The oven is actual, the same with the onboard aircraft. They can practice heating the meal.
Here we are to soften our skills on board, to work more on hospitality service. We have excellent service already on board. So now it's more about the way how we serve our guests and how we deal with them.
What did you learn personally yourself?
I learned how to use my tone properly, how to choose my words carefully when talking to the guests, how to use my gestures, how to greet people properly.
Here we teach the cabin crew the type of seats in onboard top 5 flights. For example, we have here the suite in the first class seat, flying to Washington, New York, Los Angeles, London, and Paris. And also here we have business class diamond seat, we call it. They're flying on 787 aircraft. The cabin crew, they are trained and learn the facility and how to use the seats and fix the seat if the passenger face a problem. They practice here.
So I am in Saudia's headquarters. Momentarily, I will meet the CEO, Captain Ibrahim Koshy. But here, this is very interesting. This is actually a real propeller of the DC-3. This is the gift from American President Franklin Roosevelt, started in 1945, given to Saudi, and that's how the airline started. It's a story. You were actually an airline captain before.
Correct.
Tell us what aircraft you have flown on.
Well, right now I'm flying a desk, but before that, I've flown many of the aircraft, most of Saudia's fleet, A300s, Boeing 737, G4, the Embraer, 777, A330. So I've been on most of Saudia's fleet. So a lot of experience, and as a Czech airman instructor, trained many of the pilots that are currently flying with us.
And what's your favorite aircraft that you have flown on?
That's one question I'll get in trouble for answering, but I love both the Boeing and the Airbus aircraft.
We haven't heard much about Saudi during the last year and a half, especially outside of the kingdom. We knew very little about it. You know, you gave us some updates. What is Saudi up to? What's the latest development in your company?
Having the COVID under control within Saudi Arabia has allowed our domestic market to actually return to 80% of our 2019 operational level. And that's a strength that we have. We've seen a strong recovery in the domestic market. The challenge is on the international side. While we're trying to rebuild the network to the 2019 levels and go beyond that, restrictions imposed in various parts of the world are making that difficult. Demand recovery is difficult to forecast as well.
This is the past tradition, the history, but moving forward, your plans. I want to hear more about that from you.
Right now, when we're looking at the strategy, Saudi started a very ambitious strategy to be an enabler for the Vision 2030 of Saudi Arabia. And the Vision 2030, maybe not everybody's aware of it, but it is a very ambitious and bold project where we're planning to bring 100 million tourists to visit the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We're planning to have 330 million airport users by 2030. We're talking about increasing the religious traffic by up to 35 million passengers visiting Saudi Arabia annually. So Saudi Arabian Airlines, as an enabler to this economy, has a big challenge and a great opportunity ahead of it for growth. So while we're very proud of our history and the 75 years that Saudi has been in existence, we're at a turning point. And we're at a turning point because you're going to see many changes happening on the network, on the inclusion, sustainability, a new hub coming in for the airport. We're working on operational excellence and a very strong digital customer experience coming in over the next 2 years. So you're going to see many changes happening at Saudia. We know the numbers for that are in the Vision 2030 for 100 million passengers. That's the Vision 2030, and we consider Saudi Arabian Airlines the wings of Vision 2030. We are an enabler for that. So it's interesting you asked me about the dashboard here. It's something that not just myself as CEO, but all of the executives in the airline are constantly following up anything. And you can see something as light as a 1 minute delay, we look at it. Every executive in the airline is now aware of it. Something flagged as a 30-minute delay or more, it takes a major let's say tone, and everybody has to address what's the root cause, and we're working towards, because one of the targets that we're working towards is a very high OTP for the new hub coming in Jeddah.
So from my visit, I can really feel things are changing inside the kingdom. A couple of years ago, it would be impossible to have a female driving me and also seeing Saudi national female serving on the flights. So the airline has been recently awarded by Skytrax as the world's most improved airline, but it still has a long way to go. Personally, I think Saudia has massive potential if they can execute things with discipline. I think the airline's at a turning point. What's interesting will be the next 5 to 10 years to see how Saudia develop itself onto the global aviation footprint.